The world is a global market, and that's why we're here to put you on that map. The marketplace is here to showcase you to the world. If you have a business or event, product or service, look no further because we're here to put you on the map. Welcome to the map.
CAC Àgbàlá Àtúrà District Coordinating Council tó kalẹ̀ sí 166 Right Lane Peckham SE 1554NB London ló ń pè yín o. Lóòótọ́ ló ti gba ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àdúrà sẹ́yìn ṣùgbọ́n ó dàbí ẹni pé iná àdúrà kò jògùn làbó ṣe ń fẹ́. Ìdí rẹ̀ ni pé òfùwàjọ Jésù níbi àdúrà gbígbà. Jésù Olúwa lọ sí orí òkè Gẹ́símánì láti gbàdúrà. Àdúrà rẹ̀ gbà lọ́gán. Àwáwí iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ kò jẹ́ kó ráyè gbàdúrà lórí òkè. Ó fẹ́ràn fàájì àti oorun. Ogun àti ìdojúkọ tí ń bá ọ fà á kò gba gbẹ̀rẹ́. Torí náà gbogbo ọjọ́ Monday àkọ́kọ́ àtọjọ́ Monday tó kẹ́yìn oṣù láwọn máa pàdé gbàdúrà lórí òkè. Nípàdé àdúrà Mountain Top Experience first and last Monday of every month 7 to 8:30 p.m. Pastor Kọ́lá Adéníyì máa ṣiṣẹ́ ìrẹsẹ̀ tó ní agbára. Apostle of Peace àgbà wòlíì ajínrere àgbáyé ni ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n SK Abíára lolùgbàlejò. Àtọkùnrin àtobìnrin ẹ wá gbàdúrà. Bísọ̀rọ̀ rẹ bá yalágídí ní pẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀. Agbára Jésù yóò ká lórí òkè. Yóò wó lulẹ̀ gbè. CAC Àgbàlá Àtúrà Right Lane Peckham 1554NB London láti pàdé o. Máa bọ̀ má jẹ́ kó oorun àti fàájì ó kọ́ bá o.
From the deep forest of the south to the vast savanna of the north, deep oceans of the Niger Delta, and the mountainous western highlands of the Middle Belt, Nigeria is endowed with good climate by Mother Nature and abundant untapped resources of 34 million hectares of vast arable land that awaits your cultivation. At Agro Park, we acquire, develop, and manage diversified farmland and livestock for individuals, corporate, and institutional clientele in major agricultural areas of Nigeria. Our expertise can help you explore the global spices market and international business opportunities. You can also own, operate, and manage a farm without being physically present. Join us today and let's turn this huge national resource into global wealth for you. Become a farm owner today. Visit us at www.agropark.ng. Call and chat with us on 0708 AgroPark.
Hello and welcome to the marketplace. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching our program today. I sure hope your weekend is going as you plan. Well, without much further ado, what we do here is we bring you the latest of what is going on in the community. Our program is just about entertainment and giving you the exclusive of what is happening. Well, my name is Phoebe Dadu and I'm presenting for the marketplace today, and we are still on our pilgrimage journey to the Holy Land, and this week is all about the Israelites and the Nazareth village that we visited with our dear sponsor, Mother Rev Esther A Ajayi, who was honored and given a grand tour of the hospital that she visited, and she's also a partner with what they're doing in Israel today as we speak. Well, we also went to Nazareth village where we had a private grand tour, giving a step-by-step of what Jesus had to go through and what it was like in those days back at Jesus' time. We went to the home of the native and how they were living in those days. It was truly an awesome and a wonderful experience. So we are on social media. You can also watch us on the marketplace and event on bentv, and you can stay tuned on whatever is going on and keep abreast of what is going on our social media so you won't miss a thing. At the click of a button you can follow us. So without much further ado, stay tuned and enjoy our journey to the Holy Land, Nazareth.
Part of the Israel trip, a delegation from the Esther A Foundation, led by the matron herself, Rev Mother Esther A, visited the Nazareth Trust, a Christian hospital in Israel founded in 1861. As part of the delegation was Dr. Ademuyiwa Ajayi and Prophet Israel Oladile Ogundipe, among others. The team was received by the hospital director, Professor Fahid Hakim, a professor from Sleeping Research. The spokesperson of the Nazareth Trust and the director of the hospital took us through the history of the organization, formerly known as the Hospital on the Hill. The hospital has been standing tall for 142 years and is still guarded by its mission, which is taken from the book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 18.
Today we have the Nazareth Trust. Actually, it has 4 components. The hospital in the middle, the School of Nursing. So we have education here. We're not just serving as a medical mission. We have the Nazareth Village that we will probably visit. But to see the Bible, you must come to the Nazareth Village. And this is something really lead us continue doing this mission and giving the people the feeling of what Lord can do. So this is the Nazareth Village in our week, Holy Week. You can see here we had again children and families from all over Nazareth and beyond. Okay, not just Christians, Muslims, Jewish, everywhere, came from everywhere to see what is the true meaning of death and resurrection. Okay, so this is people standing here and accepting Jesus as Lord. This is very important for us to keep this spirit in this city of Nazareth.
Do this walk, you begin to understand more, and when you visit the village, about Jesus' ministry and his parables, because you walk through these fields, you see the wheat, you see the tares, and then when Jesus was walking he would see this, and then he would talk about the wheat and the tares and these different things. So it's a very meaningful.
It was quite significant for the hospital management to invite Rev Mother Esther A for a visit, as they have heard of her good deeds, touching lives everywhere she goes.
Anywhere, if my family is going to be part of the place, straight away I will know. My spiritual being should speak to me. And while you were talking, I was going through my spiritual being. The Nazareth Trust guarantee will be, as the good Lord lives, will be part of this. We are going to be part of it because.
Speaking about forgiveness, Reverend Mother Esther A said many are sick because of their incapacity to love and forgive. She has chosen to serve God through everyone who even wronged her.
Forgiveness and healing program. Let me tell you, there are a lot of people in the world. It's only unforgiving spirit that is making them sick. My husband divorced me, I'm not going to forgive. My parents did not take care of me, I will never going to forgive. I didn't see my children on time, I will never. That's where a lot of people get the sickness from. That is you that you are hating, that you've got problem. Because the person you hating doesn't know. If you, as far as I'm concerned, I love everybody here. If you don't love me, it's only you that know. I don't know about that. You understand? And you are the only person that is having the problem.
Yes.
Because the person you are hating doesn't know. And I told them, if anybody hates Esther Ajayi here, raise up your hand. Nobody can do that. You understand? Because there are some things that are too good. You can't hate. But if you hate that good thing, it's only you that know. I don't know that. I'm a happy, easy going person. I just do my thing and I enjoy my life in the presence of my Creator. And if you hate me for that, too bad. You know that. I don't know that. I don't want to be part of the earth. I want to be part of the love. That's me. And that's how to live. So that's how to live and be happy. Genuinely happy. That's how to do it.
This is us, you know, with the time. So thank you.
Thank you very much.
Praise the Lord. شمال هدية.
What an amazing way to experience the scriptures. I could look back into the scriptures as we were taught from Sunday school as a child and see every little story in what the Nazarene Trust has put together in this Nazarene village. I must tell you, it's unexplainable except you witness it with your very eyes. From the manger, from the Joseph in the carpenter, or you go all the way back to the Old Testament where you see Abraham, you know, doing the work and keeping the flocks all the way to when Jesus walked and went to the temple, or even the wine press, the olive press. There are so many things about the scripture that you can see in the physical being made possible by the Nazarene Trust. And it's quite a blessing that Rev Mother Esther A has put together this pilgrimage trip for all of us to be a partaker of this great blessing. There's still more to come from the Nazarene Trust, and from this particular trip this afternoon, we'll bring you details as we go along.
Oh. Oh. What they could have been village, actually village life. Yes.
To create, you know, exactly the image that they had in the first century.
Oh my.
So we have over here animals, we have trees like they had. These are almond trees. This is a biblical trees, and the other ones are olive trees. Look over here.
Yeah.
We have a lot of olives. The season for harvesting the olives is October, November, December. We are a living village. Maybe you saw one of our farmers over there that he's cultivating over there cucumbers, watermelons, and a lot of things. And you'll try some of our products in our dining hall, you know, later on in a bit. Now let's meet our shepherd,
The
Abraham.
almond,
These are the almonds, yes.
is the almond nut is different from this. The nut itself
Yes, are different than this
from
one.
this one.
These are mentioned in the Bible a few times.
I know.
For example, in Jeremiah chapter 1, if you remember, in Jeremiah's vision.
Yes, he said, what
God-
can you see?
Yes.
He said, I can see
An
the almond tree.
And you know
Oh.
why? Because this is our guardian of the seasons. When we see flowers in these trees, we know the spring is here.
It's here.
So God wanted to teach Jeremiah, you know something. You know when the spring is coming, just looking at the tree. In other way, you need to know my promises will be fulfilled, each of them on the right moment. So this was quite a lesson for the people, just looking at the almond tree. Hello, Abraham.
Hello.
How are you doing today? Good?
Good.
Good. This is a picture of Jesus. Remember in John chapter 10, Jesus says, I am the door, I am the good shepherd. The sheep follow me because they recognize my voice. Now I need to tell you that sometimes we are switching the jobs, and that was the shepherd sometimes, you know, and no sheep listen to me. And I need to tell you why. Even though I use the same clothes, the same language, the same words, just talking in front of them, this doesn't qualify you to be the shepherd. You need to take time to spend with them. You need to shear them. You need to nurse them. This will qualify you to be the shepherd. When Jesus said what he said, this means that he's spending time with his sheep. And always in the Bible, remember, this is the image, you know, his people are like the flock. So like the sheep that you see over here, see how quiet are the sheep right now? You know why? Because they see the shepherd over here. If the shepherd will live, all of the sheep will start crying.
His character is the shepherd character.
It's accommodating.
Yes,
Shepherd love naturally.
yes.
Thank you.
It's just laughing.
But why we consider that this is a farm, an original farm from the first century? Because we found archaeological findings, and those findings are the terraces that you see behind me. On a rocky hill like you see over here, you need to plant. So how? You need to take your chisels and you are digging steps. Then you fill the steps with soil, and then for this soil to not be washed away when the rain was coming, you need to add stone upon stone as a fence. So whatever you see over here, these are from the 1st century, the fences or the terraces, which means this was a farm. Besides this, we found here a wine press, which is this one. The square that you see over here was in order to press the grapes. They were pressing the grapes barefoot, not with their sandals, in order for them to do not crush the seeds. All the juice flows down through the channel that you see over here, and inside of this basin, you come with your jars and you are scooping out the juice and you are bringing to your homes. So here we found pottery shards which are dated back to the 1st century. So this is how we know this place was a farm in Jesus' time. This is the only place that was found around Nazareth, which means this is the farm, if you know what I'm talking about. So Jesus was around here. So right now we are stepping on his steps, and this is amazing.
Villagers, yeah, villagers.
Oh.
We see them when we go outside.
Oh.
It's our idea for you to feel that you are in the 1st century. This is the olive press. So here we are bringing the olives in October, November, December. Everything would be placed inside of this basin or vat. This is a millstone which is 500 kilograms. It's not very heavy.
Oh my God! 500 kilograms is heavy.
But
It is heavy.
Listen why I said so. Because in the Bible, in the New Testament, it says if you make one of these little children to commit sin,
Yes,
it
it's
will be
better.
easier for you to have a millstone
Millstone
like this
around
one tiny.
your neck.
Yes.
Oh
How
my
many seconds you need to go down deep there? You remember?
Oh my God.
So, but while we have a stone over here we crush everything. Please keep this in your mind because this is very important. This is movable. Look over here. I'm not continuing, just I want to show you. So in the season a donkey will be here and you will hear the sound of the olives being crushed over here. As soon as we finish the process, here we have a mash, which is a paste of the olives being crushed. We place everything inside of those baskets, and the baskets will become like a wheel or like a tire. But then in order to take the oil out of these baskets, we place the baskets one on top of the other ones upon a hole or upon a vat, and through the hole in the middle, the oil flows down. Now this is very important for us to understand, and we have one installation over here. At the end of this installation, the baskets would be placed. And now please come with me over here, but I need you to watch your steps. Please be careful, watch your steps. Come closer to me, as closer as you can. Here, watch your steps. Now remember the process. Over there we crush the olives. We take the baskets and the baskets would be placed down here. See the hole and down is a vat. The vat is about a meter deep in such a way that you reach the bottom with your hand and with a small jar to scoop out the oil.
Mr. Joseph.
Joseph the
Okay, please. So they are not just playing around, or they are not just, actors. So he's working indeed, and he's doing things exactly like in the 1st century. You can see most of the tools that he's using right now. This is a plane. Now, probably some of us, we have the same kind of tools in our storage rooms. So we didn't invent much. We are just using whatever they invented. These are all kind of chisels. This is basalt, and this is to sharpen their tools, and this was also used to build houses.
Oh, let me see it.
Yes. This is flint, and this is to make fire, and this is also as the sandpaper that we use today.
I raise my face like a flint.
Yeah.
What has flint got to do? Isaiah 50 verse 7.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, because the flint is always strong. Oh.
It's polishing, yeah. She can try the
Give it to
drill.
her, let her do it. Yeah, come please, no.
God, man, it's cutting, you know? Oh my God, it's cutting. Oh my!
You're welcome.
Anna Samuel's mother? Is this Samuel?
No, she is Ruth and she is Rebecca.
Oh, Ruth and Rebecca!
Okay.
This is the dining room of the Nazareth village. It's built as it was in the 1st century with the kind of food, leavened bread, and the kind of sauce and all that Jesus ate that was being consumed in those days from the village, from the villagers, from the Nazarenes. And I must tell you, it's quite an interesting sight to see. I'm really looking forward to the food. I was asking the question, what is this place called? In Hebrew, I said it is Hedrochil.
Also have the lentil soup. This is based on the scripture that Esau sold his birthright to Jacob for a bowl of lentil soup. And then you're going to have a cabbage salad with a vinegar dressing, okay?
Wondering what are we doing right here? We are having lunch and we're walking truly in the footsteps of Jesus. We are eating the leavened bread. You can see Rev Mother Ajayi and Dr. Ajayi eating the bread with lentil soup. And I think we should capture Mama eating that lentil soup. Well,
it's amazing, you know. It's carving out the village from a city. If you look around, you will see a city all around. An amazing thing happening here. We had the kind of meal that Jesus Christ was serving when he was alive in flesh.
The meal was fantastic. It's like we are eating with Jesus Christ.
And it's the fresh bitter bread.
We were eating 4th century food and we really enjoy it. It's a very good experience.
In the 21st century.
you broke bread with your followers, just like Jesus did.
As he did. You see, when he was orchestrating the Last Supper, he knew what he was doing because he wanted the bonding to continue. We have bonded with the Nazareth Trust.
From the deep forest of the south to the vast savanna of the north, deep oceans of the Niger Delta, and the mountainous west and highlands of the Middle Belt, Nigeria is endowed with good climate by Mother Nature and abundant untapped resources of 34 million hectares of vast arable land that awaits your cultivation. At AgroPark, we acquire, develop, and manage diversified farmland and livestock for individuals, corporate, and institutional clientele in major agricultural areas of Nigeria. Our expertise can help you explore the global spices market and international business opportunities. You can also own, operate, and manage a farm without being physically present. Join us today and let's turn this huge national resource into global wealth for you. Become a farm owner today. Visit us at www.agropark.ng. Call and chat with us on 0708 AgroPark.
lọ́gán tí ó dé olùgbàlà láyé ẹ létò.
CAC àgbàlá àtúrà district coordinating council tó kalẹ̀ sí 166 right lane Peckham SE 1554NB London ló ń pè yín o. lóòótọ́ ló ti gba ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àdúrà sẹ́yìn ṣùgbọ́n ó dàbí ẹni pé iná àdúrà kò jògùn làbó ṣe ń fẹ́. ìdí rẹ̀ ni pé òfìwàjọ Jésù níbi àdúrà gbígbà. Jésù Olúwa lọ sí orí òkè Gẹ́símánì láti gbàdúrà. àdúrà rẹ̀ gbà lọ́gán. àwáwí iṣẹ́ rẹ̀ kò jẹ́ kó ráyè gbàdúrà lórí òkè. ó fẹ́ràn fàájì àti oorun. ogun àti ìdojúkọ tí ń bá ọ fà á kò gbàgbẹ̀rẹ̀. torí náà gbogbo ọjọ́ Monday àkọ́kọ́ àkọ́kọ́ àtọjọ́ Monday tó kẹ́yìn oṣù la máa pàdé gbàdúrà lórí òkè nípàdé àdúrà Mountain Top Experience first and last Monday of every month 7 to 8:30 p.m. Pastor Kọ́lá Adéníyì máa ṣiṣẹ́ ìrẹsẹ̀ tó ní agbára Apostle of Peace àgbà wòlíì ajínrere àgbáyé ni ọ̀dọ̀gbọ́n SK Abíára lolùgbàlejò àtọkùnrin àtobìnrin ẹ wá gbàdúrà bísòro rẹ bá yà lágídí ní pẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ agbára Jésù yóò ká lórí òkè yóò wó lulẹ̀ gbè CAC àgbàlá àtura Ryland Peckham 1554 NB London láti pàdé o máa bọ̀ má jẹ́ kó oorun àti fàájì ó kó bá o.
And thank you so much again for watching The Marketplace. You know what we do here best at The Marketplace. We are here to showcase you to the world. Yes, we are here to put you on the global market. So if you have an event, product or service that you want the world to see, look no further. Just call the number on the screen and we'll be there to put you on that map. So on behalf of the director, Mr. Shegun Akimide, my name is Phoebe Daudu. Thank you for watching The Marketplace and do have a good weekend.
Thank you.